Good afternoon to all of you. So, am I audible to you? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can you see the screen here? You're able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now observe here. Today, see in the yesterday's classes, observe what I was doing. I calculated K1 and K2 values. K1, K2, which were related to a geometrical property of the stress block. Okay. Then I explained about the balanced section depth of neutral axis. Now you observe here what it means here. I'll just continue yesterday's previous class here. Stress block parameters, we call them as K1 and K2, have been calculated. Derivation is done for K1 and K2. I have uploaded the video already. You can check that one. Then actual depth of neutral axis was calculated like this. XU, this is based on total compression is equal to total tension. It is called as force equilibrium condition. Cu must be equal to Tu. Using this condition, I am able to derive this expression Xu is equal to this one. This is actual depth of neutral axis. If these values are given, one can find Xu. Then one more term I discussed here, that is not this one. This part I will explain today. This part, expression of moment of resistance. Today I will explain. Before that, I have explained two values of neutral axis depth. One is this one. One is this. One more is depth of neutral axis for a balanced section was discussed. I'll just go back to that page. Observe here. This one. XU limit by D. This was discussed using this formula. See this. This is done in the previous class. Somebody has raised the hand. What is that? Sheikh Hassan. Any doubt?
No, sir. No.
Observe. I'm revising the previous class here. There are actually two values of depth of neutral axis. One is actual. One more is depth of neutral axis for a balanced section, which we call it as XU limit. So the difference between XU and XU limit is limit refers to the depth of neutral axis for a balanced section. What is a balanced section? It is a balanced section is a section in which both steel and concrete fail simultaneously. At a time, both will fail. The situation can be like this: either steel fails earlier than concrete, or concrete fails earlier than steel, or both at a time. So the depth of neutral axis when both materials fail at a time is called as XU limit. So XU limit calculation, once again I am going back there, observe. So now for example, how do you find XU limit for a given problem? My question is, how do you find XU limit for a given problem? So use this formula here. XU by D is equal to 0.48, or you can say XU limit by D is equal to 0.48. So why it is when to use? Whenever Fe415 steel rods are used, that time you have to use XU limit by D as 0.48. D will be given in the problem. You have to find XU limit using this 0.48. If Fe415 steel is given. If Fe500 is given, again you can find XU limit by D is equal to 0.46. D will be given in the problem. You can find out XU limit is equal to 0.46 D. Okay, 0.46 D. This is what I discussed in the previous class. Percentage 0.96 was derived. Percentage, still just go through once again. Some other time I will revise it. Right now I'll give you some time to read these notes. Then Once again, I'll repeat if necessary all these things. Now let us go to today's explanation. Now I'll write two things here. Two things here. Just observe. What I'm going to do here is I'll write first XU. One more is XU limit. So you need to understand what do I mean by this. What is XU? What is XU limit? Up to whatever I have discussed till now, we should know the difference between these two. XU is actual depth of neutral axis. XU limit is the depth of neutral axis for a balanced section. For any section, it is XU. So this will be clear, I think, while solving the problem. Today only I'll solve it. Now observe here, expression for moment of resistance. So how to find moment of resistance? Now we have seen XU limit. Now next term is moment of resistance of a section. So how to find MR of a rectangular beam, heterogeneous. It has steel as well as concrete. Some steel rods are there in the tension zone. Now observe here how to do this. How I got these expressions. How I am getting these expressions. You can see here. For this one, I'll see if the diagram is there, or I'll draw separate figure only. Okay, no diagram is there in this. I'll show it. It's not required actually, but I'll show that one. It is here only. See, this is here. This diagram. Using this diagram, I am able to find out moment of resistance. Okay. So what is moment of resistance? Either it is this force into lever arm. I think in the notes that you have submitted assignment, you have used Z here. You can use Z also. Z. This is Z. That is distance between. Now you can see CU and TU. These two are forming a couple, and that couple is resisting the external bending moment. Okay. Now moment of resistance is equal to any one of these. Moment of resistance, it's a couple. Cu into A. If at all in the notes you have used small z in place of A, there is no problem. In the assignment, I think whatever you have submitted, I think this one you have used it as small z. In place of A, Z is used, I think, in the assignment. Anything is okay. Only thing that you should understand here is it is a distance between these two forces. We call it as lever arm. So lever arm is distance between the forces Cu and Tu. Okay. Now, moment of resistance, as I am telling you, it is nothing but a couple. So couple can be either this force into Z or this force into Z. Anyone. Both will be same. If the section is balanced, both will be same. Now I'll write it here. In order to derive expression, for moment of resistance, what I should do? MR. Observe this one. Somebody, you mute your mic. You mute it. MR equal to Cu force into perpendicular distance. You can say Z or whatever, Z or A. This distance between these two forces is also equal to one more, that's this force. Both are same, that is why Tu into the lever arm. So lever arm is distance between these two forces. Somebody has you muted, otherwise I have to mute everybody here. I have that option. Purposely it is not used. In order for you to ask some questions, muting option is given to you people only, but don't misuse it. Now observe here. MR equal to either Cu, means Cu is a force into this distance, or Tu into this distance. Using both, I'll explain now. Observe. Now it is force into perpendicular distance. Cu into, let us say, what is Cu into lever arm. Observe here. Now, what is this distance here? How much is this distance? How much is the distance between these two forces, Cu and Tu? How much is this distance? It is d minus this. This z or a is nothing but d. Total is d minus you subtract this distance. Subtract this distance. Just observe here. In d you remove this much. Total from Tu up to the top compression fiber, it is d. It means this distance is d, which is this distance is d. So d minus this distance will give you distance between the two forces. So it is nothing but, now this distance is already established. Y bar is established 0.42 times xu. So the distance between Cu and Tu is equal to, observe, I'll write it, equal to, what is that? Distance between these two Cu and Tu equal to d minus this distance, 0.42 xu. So you can see this diagram here, it is d minus 0.42 xu because this is 0.42 xu. So now I am having distance between these two. Now what I will do here, I'll simply use Cu into A. Now observe here, you observe this one, force into perpendicular distance. Cu, this much is Cu into perpendicular distance. So perpendicular distance means distance between the two forces Cu and Tu, which is d minus 0.42 xu. This is already explained in the previous class how it is Cu is equal to. Once again I will explain. This is stress into area. Force is what? Stress into area. Stress is 0.36 FCK into area of compression zone, d into xu. Now I'll show you this. Observe what is this. I'm trying to explain. Cu into A, below it is Tu into A. Let us concentrate on this. What is that? First one. Mr is equal to Cu into it is lever arm. Okay. Now I'll show you this one where it is. Just observe. Just observe this one here. When I'm getting this, I'm trying to tell you what is B into XU. What is B into XU? Area of compression zone. I think you know it, but still observe here. Huh? Just observe this. Whatever I'm, this is, this much is, what is the area of this? How much is this area now? This one. How much is this
B
area?
into XU.
B into XU, which is area of compression zone, because whatever concrete is there in the tension zone is of no use. Means we are not going to use that one in any calculations because it is in the tension zone. Concrete is weak in tension. Okay, just observe this. So finally, the moment of resistance is Cu into lever arm, force into perpendicular distance. 0.36 FCK is the stress into area of compression zone into lever arm. This is one way of calculating moment of resistance. Second way of calculation is, just observe this one. It is TU into lever arm. Both can be used. So where I can use this one, where I can use this one, I'll solve it. I'll solve the problems on that. Sometimes you have to use this, sometimes you have to use this, sometimes both are okay. For a balance section, both are okay. That I will solve. I'll solve the problems in which you will be using this or any one. Such problems will be solved. Now observe this. TU into lever arm. So lever arm remains the same. Distance between two forces CU and TU will not change, which means there is no problem with this part. It is again D minus 0.42 times XU, distance between the two forces. Now, if you are considering the tension zone for calculating moment of resistance, you have to use this formula. This is the formula, tension zone. If you are using the compression zone to find the moment of resistance, this one should be used. Now you look at this tension zone here. 0.87 Fy is a stress. This is area. Stress into area is Tu. Now in short, what I can say, this is Cu into lever arm. See this. Cu into lever arm. Actually Z can be used. If you have in the assignment, you have shown it as Z. This can be Z. Wherever A is there, Z is used. Ultimately, it is distance between two forces. Now Cu into A and Tu into A. Now observe here. What is Tu? Tu is the force developed in the steel rods. That is 0.87 times Fy into area of steel rods. So this entire thing is you can say Tu. Just observe this. This entire thing is Tu. This entire thing is Cu. This is how one can find moment of resistance. It is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. Force is nothing but stress into area, like this. So now observe, next step is, these are there in the code books, formula, everything is there. Only understand, I'll show you later on where these formula, everything is available. Don't have to remember anything I'm telling you. Now consider 3A. Consider 3A. I have simplified this one here. This one is simplified. Now observe this, how it is simplified. 3A dash I have written. 3A is simplified and the equation given name as 3A dash. So 3A dash equation is available in the code book. Now observe here, 0.36 FCK BXU. So this B is taken here, you can see it is here. So there is no problem with B. D, which is inside the bracket, taken outside. And it is divided also, XU by D. Why it is required, I'll show you now. So 0.36 FCK XU by D, 1 minus 0.42 XU by D into BD square. Into, okay. Now, if you simplify this one, you should end up with this equation. Okay. You should end up with the same equation if you simplify. Why I want it like this is, I know that XU by D ratio, I know it. In the previous class, I told you what is XU by D ratio, how it is used. Like XU limit by D is 0.46, 0.48, like that. So only thing is that this equation is written in the form of XU by D. If you simplify this one, you end up with this equation only. For example, if you take XU by D here, again XU by D here, it will be, and BD square is outside, automatically the equation is again, it will be like this. This equation I'll use it at some places, I'll show you that one. So any questions here related to 3A and 3B, you can ask me question related to. So moment of resistance equations I have given 3a and 3b. Presently 3a dash you don't do it, no problem. You check it later on, and if there is any question you ask there. But presently MR can be calculated using tension zone as well as compression zone. So top one is using compression zone. 3a is using compression zone. Moment of resistance is calculated. Using tension zone is 3b. Both will give you same value if the section is balanced. Every time both values will not be same. Only if the section is balanced, these two will be same. Otherwise, these values will be different. So try to remember this. Otherwise, I'll show you in the code book where it is. Next. This has been done. Now, okay. 3b is again simplified here because whatever I have shown finally, this is there in your code book, this formula. So you just understand how it is simplified. This they don't ask in the examination. But you should not say that this was not explained. That's why I'm telling you. See in the code book, IS 456 page number 39, this formula is available. It means no need to remember also. This is available. Okay. 0.87 Fy AST D into bracket 1 minus AST by BD Fy by FCK. This formula is available. Do not memorize it. It is on page number 39 of IS 456. This book is allowed in the examination. But how we got it? Observe here. I started with TU into lever arm. This is TU. 0.87 Fy into AST is TU into lever arm is D minus 0.42 XU. This is simplified like this. Now observe here what I have done. This step I will explain. Otherwise there will be confusion. I have to explain this step. Remember this derivation they don't ask. This formula last one is there in the code book. I am telling you again and again. Page number 39. Now observe here. No.
Sir, 96 page.
96. No. Okay. It is not 39. Correct. Is it 39 or 96?
96, sir.
Appendix, not is in appendix.
Sir.
Appendix E or H?
NXJ, sir.
Okay, no problem. I'll just correct it. Now here, observe here, 0.87 Fy AST. Now what I have done, you observe here. What I have done here is, in place of XU, I have substituted some equation. That's all. No changes are there. Same formula is taken. XU, this is used. This has been already derived in the previous class. If you want, I'll go back and I'll show you that one. Just observe here. You need to understand how this formula is given in code book. How they have given this. That is what I'm trying to explain. 0.87 Fy AST is TU into lever arm. This XU has to be replaced like this. Where this is derived, I'll show you that. I'll go back. I think you may be knowing this, but still I'll show you where it is derived. It is here in the previous class. This was CU is equal to TU was used. Now what it means here is simply understand it like this. If you want to find expression for XU, equate the forces. If you want to find the moment of resistance, separately equate CU into A, means CU into lever arm, or TU into lever arm. You do like that and get the expressions for moment of resistance. If you want to get for XU expression, which is here, which is here, this one I have substituted there. Whatever I was telling, this one I have substituted. How I got this one? Equating CU is equal to TU. I got this expression for XU. This has been substituted there. Again, I'll go back. Remember this one now. Remember this. Now observe here. Here. Okay. Just see. This is XU. I have substituted that. In place of XU, I have substituted expression for XU. So this on simplification, it will be like this. Just go through this. On simplification, it will be simple formula like this. As you say, it is not 39. I'll just cross check it. This is in appendix, means it will not be 39. I agree for this. So this is the formula which is available in code book. You don't have to remember. Then this one I have explained already. XU limit, that is, I'm trying to find out for a given problem, what is the value of XU limit? Means section for a balanced section, what is the value of depth of neutral axis? This is little bit confusing initially. I'll solve the problem and I'll make it clear. Okay. Initially, still many of you may not be getting this one, but I'll solve the problem. It will be clear. I'll go to the next page because this is done already. I've already done this work. I've already given you with respect to this explanation only. I have given you XU limit by D is equal to 0.46, 0.48 and all that. That is nothing but this one. It has been already done. Now observe here. The theory, the most popular theory question is what is a balanced under reinforced and over reinforced sections? Simple question every time it is there in the question paper. Now observe here. Explain briefly balanced under reinforced and over reinforced sections. In case of singly reinforced sections only observe. Now how to understand this one? What is a balanced section? Let us see. In case of a balanced section, the section fails when strains in both concrete and steel reach their ultimate values. What it means here is, in a balanced section, steel and concrete both will fail simultaneously. At a time, both will fail. It means strains in ultimate strain in concrete and ultimate strain in steel are reached at a time. That's what I have done here. See here. See this one at the same time. Means when both the materials fail at a time, it is a balanced section. Then further, how do you explain? How do you say both the materials fail at a time? Means it can be explained like this. Strains in both concrete and steel reach their ultimate values at the same time. Okay. Or in simple way, both the materials fail at a time. Now what happens here is XU by D is equal to XU limit by D happens. This one I'll explain with respect to a problem now. PT becomes PT limit. Percentage steel is equal to limiting percentage of steel. This one I will make it clear in the problem. Now you may not follow it. So moment of resistance of a balanced section is given by. You can use this formula. Here this has not come here in the scanning. This is nothing but using tension zone also. You can use any one of the formula there. So if you want to calculate MU, you can use CU into a lever arm, whatever I discussed just now, or TU into lever arm. Both can be used. If the section is balanced, you can use the tension compression zone moment of resistance or tension zone moment of resistance. Both values will be same. This is what we call it as balanced section. What is under reinforced section? In case of under reinforced section, steel fails earlier than concrete. First steel fails, then only concrete fails. That is under reinforced section. Now in case of under reinforced section, the failure of the section takes place when strain in steel reaches its ultimate value prior means earlier than that of concrete. It means ultimate strain in steel has reached, whereas concrete is not failed. Concrete has not reached its ultimate strain value. So in short, what I can say, steel fails earlier than concrete. That is under reinforced section. If the section is under reinforced, you have to use this formula only. This formula is TU into a lever arm actually. TU into lever arm. You cannot use CU into lever arm. Why? I will tell you at the time of solving the problem. I'll solve in that way also and I'll show you what it is. So only 7 minutes are left. Is it clear this one? What is under reinforced? In case of under reinforced section, steel fails earlier than concrete. In case of over-reinforced section, steel is more here. If more steel is there, steel is not going to fail. Since steel is more. Since more steel is there than what is required for a balanced section, steel is not going to fail here. Concrete will fail earlier. So in case of over-reinforced section, the failure of section takes place when strain in concrete reaches its ultimate value. Always you should talk in terms of strains. In strength of materials, you can talk in terms of stresses. When the stress is more, stress of this material is more than stress of this material, so this will fail. Stress related definitions are not good in case of RCC. You have to define, you have to explain in terms of strains only, especially these three. Explain briefly, balanced section, under reinforced section, over reinforced section. Always you should discuss in terms of strains. In terms of strains, how to discuss, see, observe now. Observe here. In case of an over reinforced section, the failure of section takes place when strain in concrete reaches its ultimate value before to earlier than that of steel. It means concrete fails earlier than steel here, because ultimate strain of concrete is reached earlier than that of steel. So in terms of strain only, you try to define all these things. Now observe here. Now what happens if concrete fails earlier than steel? The failure will be sudden, because concrete always, it is a brittle failure. So brittle failure should be avoided. See, in the ultimate event, if the structure has to fail, it should not fail, but after its service life, 70 years, if it fails, it should fail gradually. People should come out of that building. Okay, but this is not going to happen if concrete fails earlier. If concrete fails earlier, all of a sudden the structure will fail. People will not have any time to escape. That is why we should avoid this type of failure. Over-reinforced sections are not allowed. You cannot design over-reinforced section, which means you cannot provide excess steel. It is not only uneconomical, it is going to result into brittle failure, sudden failure. So extra steel is not good. Extra steel is costly, plus the failure will be sudden. That is why we are not going to design a structure which is over-reinforced, excess steel. Now these things, XU by D more than XU limit, I'll tell you in problem, I'll show you that. That will be very simple to understand with respect to a problem. Now, how to find moment of resistance of a over-reinforced section? If the problem is given, use this formula. I'll tell you what it is. Okay. We are about to end this. From next class onwards, I am going to solve problems now. Problems, and again I'll go back to the theory, whatever I have covered. Wherever it is necessary, I will once again revise that one with respect to the problem. Because still you may be having some confusion related to over-reinforced, under-reinforced and balanced sections. With respect to problem, if I once again go back and revise it, it will be more clear. So as far as this over-reinforced section is concerned, if you find that the section is over-reinforced, which is given in the analysis problem, they can give. In design, they cannot give over-reinforced sections. In analysis module 2, they can give the problem. So if the problem is, once you find that it is over-reinforced, you have to use this formula to find out moment of resistance. This one. Use this formula if the section is over-reinforced. Now what? XU by limit, what will happen? It is fixed number. XU by limit is also fixed number. If it is Fe415, the value is fixed. Already I told you 3 values are there. These values are fixed. You have to substitute FCK and BD. B and D will be given. It means if the section is over-reinforced, compulsorily you have to use this formula, and the formula should be like this only. XU limit by D whatever modified, no, 3a dash. The formula in this notes, it is 3a dash formula. It is 3a dash. It is not 3a. 3a is simply Cu into A or Cu into liver R. 3b is Tu into liver R. 3a dash is this. Something like this they have done. Xu by D is taken outside. So I will show you. I am going to solve problems in which the section will be under reinforced. How to get the moment of resistance. The section is over reinforced. The section is balanced. In all the three cases, how to find moment of resistance. So the next 2-3 classes are very important from the point of view of the first test as well as assignment remaining pages. You understand that you have submitted only assumptions of assignment. Assignment 1 is not over. Another 4 pages are there. That I will tell. I'll give that. I'll give the notes of that. So, so what you can do is in the next class, you be attentive and try to understand how the problems are solved. I'll just add few more pages now. There are 12 pages here. I will add another 2-3 pages. I'm in the 9th page of this. For example, the time is about to end. Only 1 minute is there. If I show you, this problem is solved here, see, which is done this week only. So don't miss this class. Huh? Don't miss this one. Analysis problem it is. What is done? Some cross-section dimensions are given. 4 bars of 16 diameter they are telling. And concrete and steel M20 Fe415 I must use. I have to find out moment of resistance. Very simple problem it is actually. But once you solve this one, theory will be more clear. Whatever I have covered, it will be more clear. If I go to 11th page, see this one. Again, second problem is there. Second problem. It may be over reinforced. It may be over reinforced. Previous problem may be under reinforced. Balance section we can create any time. There is no problem. Again, problem number 3 and 4.